And good afternoon, everybody. How is everyone doing? I have some news I just need to share real quick. Uh, Batty will not be with us this afternoon. She is in the ER. At her husband is keeping us informed, and will let us know what is going on. If and I ask everyone, please take a moment and pray and wish her well. That being said, uh, I have to also say something else. All people are invited to come down and watch my channel. Everyone. But I am not going to put up with someone coming into my channel during one of my premieres and start insulting another person. For public safety, I am talking to you, sir. Do not ever do that again. I will block you in a heartbeat. In fact, since you want to come into my chats and harass my subscribers, my listeners, I'm going to tell you right now, you and Tiffany need to grow up. Tiffany, you especially need to grow up and start acting like an adult. You have two children. And as long as Chris Ryder is in your life, they are not safe to be with you. Thank goodness the state has decided to take them away from you. Thank goodness the state has decided to give them to to their fathers. Those are fine individuals. And to the fathers and the women that are married to the fathers who are the actual mothers to these children, you ever need my help, you ever need me post your GoFundMe, you ever need me just say some kind words to you, I'm here for you. I am here for you. For public safety, don't ever come in and start insulting any of my listeners again. Thank you. Now let's go do a roll call. And first up, we have BB and Bowling. How you doing, sir? I'm glad to have you home. And then we have Miss Jenny, Wrangler's FBI handler. Thank you for coming up. Miss Kimmy D. Wrangler, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being here. And of course, we have the little Will. How you doing? And Miss Casey, it's always great to have you on. And Frauditor Watch, good to see you, sir. And now let me introduce. We also have Fat Gamer, Cats. We and Mr. Mimsy. Robert Thomas. And now, the person that's going to keep the ship from sinking and keep us going, Miss Rae. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Uh, Sorry that I kind of got a little upset about that, but when I looked over and saw what was being said in my chat during my premiere, I was very, very upset.
Very understandable. Very understandable. Don't want anybody coming in here and disrupting and doing bullying people. Just not.
No,
It's not cool. Yeah.
not at all. Not at all.
All right. Hi,
Uh,
everybody. Yeah. Yeah. I
I am
understand
glad
why
that,
you got upset.
yes, yes, very much so. And I mean, I was, and I truthfully, I wa- had planned to make a comment about children being unsafe. I kind of probably skipped out some things I did want to add to that conversation. And but before I do that, let me bring up the one panel guest that is here right now, and that would be Hezekiah. And here he is,
All right.
Hezekiah.
All right. Hell yeah, there you go. All
There you
right, we
go.
both have the same soundboard, so we're gonna have a soundboard war. Let's
Yes,
go.
yeah.
Awesome.
How you doing, buddy? This is perfect. I'm right where I belong, behind the Intercontinental Championship belt. Yes.
Remove Robert. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And why don't we do this? There we go.
All right. Yeah,
All
man.
right.
I was watching your premiere, and it's like, I always try to stay completely neutral on that. We all know what that situation is, and I don't get involved with all that. But you're reading a story. You're reading Hansel and Gretel out loud. What the
Right.
heck does that have to do with anything going on over there? Like, at all?
Nothing. Nothing. I want people to come over and relax. I want them to come over and enjoy 15, 20 minutes. Have their little private, well, their little moment of zen.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Grab a cup of
I don't mind
coffee,
Chris Ryder coming in.
relax.
I don't mind
Yeah.
Chris Ryder coming in and say, hey, everybody, and listen to the story. But I do mind him or anyone else coming in and start insulting other people. I will not put up with it. And mods, you see someone doing that, kick them out. Get them out of here. They're not going to have that.
Casey was all over it. Thank you,
Yes,
Casey.
she is. Casey's awesome. Casey is very
Yeah.
awesome. I'm glad she was ready to jump in as the mod. I think she was my first mod.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate what she does for us for this show.
Yeah.
And
Great.
and thank you, Ancient Art Chart Music and Art. Do me a favor and you play music, right, Ancient Chart?
She's awesome.
Yeah, I want to work with her to get some of her music on this show.
It would be great. It would
Yeah.
be awesome.
It would be really awesome.
Yeah. She
Oh,
plays
yeah,
guitar.
guitar, yes, and that's just and I like instrumental music. I think Ray, you kind of realize that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked all the list. Though it was hard for me to pick, but I narrowed it down to like 6 songs, and then I narrowed it down to 4, and then 2, and then I'm like, wishy washy. I couldn't really decide because all of them were fantastic.
Also, Doc, I know you watch my morning show. All the music that's playing during the countdown is all stuff that I composed. So if you ever want to use any of my stuff, just let me know. I'm more than happy. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, great. Yes, we'll definitely talk to you because I want this show to be a little fun time for an hour or so for people to kind of sit back, relax. Yes, we might talk about fraudsters and what they're doing and some of the craziness that they're involved. But I don't want to be focused on that. I want to be us laugh, joke around, listen to some different music, and bring in interesting guests.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
saying
all for
Hezekiah is
that.
not an interesting guest. I'm talking about folks that you may not get a chance to hear about.
I see it has 7 days a week.
Yeah, we see Hez 7 days a week.
I don't mind it though.
Yeah.
He's my bud.
Hi.
My best bud. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I see myself 7 days a week too.
I used to see myself 7 days a week with mirror crack.
That's right.
Yeah, I try not to look in mirrors, believe it or not. I just don't like them. I don't like mirrors.
Ooh. Hey, Ancient Chart Music and Art. She's going to put me in as a write-in. Anyone else wants to write in Hezekiah Jenkins? That'll be fun.
Oh, definitely. So, Hezekiah.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to the topic at hand, do you have any news about your move?
Just that I haven't. It's either going to be the last week of this month or the first week of next month. I haven't finalized the dates yet, but it's going to be one of those two for sure. And it is happening. I got the apartment locked down. I made the down payment. It's all set and ready to go. I could move in tomorrow if I wanted to. I just don't have the means right at this moment to just pick up and leave Florida. The whole thing happened so fast because as long as I've been down here, I've been filling out applications for apartments up there. But this particular one, for some reason, I filled it out, and like the next day they called me like, "Yeah, your application was accepted. Let's go." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Okay, let's do this. So it was all very, very fast.
Oh, Frauditor
Oh,
Watch.
look at this.
Uh,
What's it worth to you, Hez? What is it worth to you to have no more Vegemite?
Ooh, if I get you a puppy, no more Vegemite. All right,
Yeah.
can you send those things regular mail, or do I need like?
You said those things regularly.
Yeah.
No, I think you have to poke some holes in the box. So,
Oh yeah.
I
can
think
do
you
that.
have to send it priority. So
And duct tape. Yeah.
yeah.
Just put a little piece of ham in there and ship them off.
Yeah. Thank you, Frauditor Watch, but I think he's gonna
Uh-oh.
stick with the
Hello. How are you doing? I'm Mr. Sucky.
oh, nice to meet you, Saki. Saki A
Did you
account.
just make a new friend? Yes, I can be your friend. Yay! Oh, and look at this, and Mrs. Pretty Lady is here. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Hello, Mr. Saki. Nice to meet you, sir.
I don't
Nice
have
to meet
any
you, baby.
I don't have any puppets.
You don't need a puppet. You just have your awesome, beautiful face. Yeah. Hey, Miss
This is
Ray.
my Sunday face.
Oh, did you guys know that today is St. Patrick's Day?
I know. Did you see I'm wearing green? Isn't it
Oh,
awesome?
green? I might be colorblind. I don't know.
I'm wearing green, yeah.
Oh,
great.
my daddy, he said that green means that he's jealous of everybody that has more money than him. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what, sweetheart?
My daddy, my News Now Voodoo, he said that he's green because he has envy for everyone that has more money than him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Let's listen to what Saki has to say because we've never really met him in
Yes,
person.
yes. Hello, Mr. Saki. Nice to meet you, sir. Hello. I think baby needs to slap his daddy. That's a great idea. What do you think, Mrs. Pretty Lady?
I didn't hear what he said. I'm so
He said
sorry.
I should slap my daddy.
Oh, you should definitely slap your daddy any chance you get.
Yeah.
Slap daddy.
And I got a machine gun. I'll shoot your daddy. No. That's I saw Ancient Charters here. Her crows carry guns. No. Yeah. Oh, that was loud. Okay. Daddy. What do you want? Look, I have a new friend, Mr. Saki. What? He looks like a blank.
There's a cat. There's a cat.
I don't like cat. Well, cats taste good, but I don't like to pet
Oh,
them.
stop.
What is she doing here, man? I thought it was my day off. It's St. Patrick's Day and all that good stuff. Look at that cat. What are you gonna do about it? Well, Daddy, here, let me show you. What? Ow! Hey, love you guys. Nice meeting you, Mr. Saki. Nice meeting you. Okay, bye.
Bye. I like Mr. Saki.
Mr. Saki.
Mr.
Yeah.
Sucky, he did have a good time coming on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
he's
Saki's
cute.
cool. I like him.
He's cute. We got to bring
We're
him
gonna
on more.
Mr. Sucky will make a bit more regular appearance. He does like to read news, and he's going to start reading weird Florida news. Well, just weird news in general.
Nice. That'd be fun. Maybe we could do something in the future with Voodoo, Baby, Saki, and then Frauditor Comedy Show has Shatner's toupee and Mr. What's the other one, Ray? Do you remember the name of her? Mr.
No, I always focus on Shatner's toupee because it's so hilarious. So I don't remember the other one.
And then of course Maggie has cupcakes. So maybe we could do a puppet show compilation. That'd be fun.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, but you're just awesome in general. You don't need a puppet. Well, you got a voodoo doll.
So do you.
Right, and he's already a character. He's News Now Voodoo.
Well, she's Got a name.
Right, but what I'm
She's
saying
got
is
a
you can use
channel.
her. Yeah, see?
Okay.
So I would like to everyone know Mr. Saki's full name is Mr. Saki A. Count.
Nice.
And he does
I
have a
like
YouTube
it.
channel.
Oh. Can you drop the link? And then we will all go and mass subscribe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had something come up on my background that I had to pause or mute.
Quite all right. Quite all right. Your show. You want to mute yourself? Go ahead.
Yeah, go
Vibrate,
ahead.
but yeah, it's taken care of.
Where's that Will guy? Or the big Willie?
He's running errands with his
Willie.
father. He's trying to take care of his father's stuff,
His
and
what?
he's running errands with his father. He said his father's 127 years old.
His father's 27 years old?
127.
127 years old?
Yeah, but I don't believe him. He's almost starting to line as much as certain other fraudsters are.
Yeah. I think he just
Especially
thinks
Will's
far.
age. That means that he was born when his dad was over 100. I don't know.
Yeah. Will's like 26. So
Yeah,
his dad was jamming out when he was 100. No, I don't. Ugh.
I don't think so.
So.
I don't think so.
Certain things would have been down to his feet by then.
Oh my goodness.
I said certain things. I didn't say, I'm not going to turn your
head
show.
down to my knees.
You know what? I'm not going to turn your show into that. You have a nice PG show here. We're not
Yeah,
going to
let's
turn
try
it
to keep
into
it
that.
PG. Let's try to keep
Yeah.
it PG. Add PG.
Respect
Peachy
the
King.
PG. Yes.
Yeah. So I do want to say the reason why I chose the topic for today was, well, certain person decided he was going to go on someone else's live stream who happens to be an attorney, and basically the attorney ended up owning him on that live stream. I think a lot of people already know who I'm talking about. I am not going to say that individual's name or during this live stream, or I'm going to try to avoid to.
It's definitely not someone who's already been chastised on today's show.
No,
No.
definitely not.
So, and it just made me think about if I was on bail, if I was out of jail because I'm on bail, what are some of the things I would not want to do? Or what would be some of the things I should be doing? And I can almost promise you, the very first thing your attorney is going to tell you to do is if you own a YouTube channel, shut the F up. Right?
Oh, yeah.
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 But these people go right zooming for their cameras to post, it's so unfair. They I gotta go and do a drug test, I gotta go and report, I gotta do this, I gotta get a job, and I'm not even guilty yet. It's so corrupt. Yeah.
Well, not even just that. They say I didn't even do it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And when they don't do it, oh, there's a recording of them admitting they're not doing it.
Yeah. Then they face more consequences that they deem, unconstitutional, unlawful, and not fair, and it's rigged against them and everything. Yeah, okay, but you set yourself up to fail on purpose. It's like, boy.
Right. So why don't we bring up that video that Miss Reyes shared with us?
Okay.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. This is Hendry. I'm Craig Hendry, the owner of this channel. Today, I'm here to bring you one of the most important stories, I think, possibly of certainly of the history of this channel. This is a very serious matter. I am being prosecuted by some vile scum in Vermilion County. Now, This is the Vermilion County Prosecutor's Office, and what they're doing is an atrocity, not only to the Constitution, but to basic natural rights. All right. And I want to outline this for you. I have been charged with the crime of stalking, and I just had my court date on December 21st. At that court date, we had a hearing to determine whether I was going to have a gag order in place against me. That gag order was granted by the judge. This means that I am not allowed to disclose to you any information with regards to this case. Unfortunately, I missed my window.
So he's admitting that there's a gag order, which is a fancy way of saying shut the F up.
Yeah.
What is he doing right now? He's not shutting up.
Why is he in front of his camera?
Right. And I'm not sure if he had legal representation at the time that he did this video or not. But if he did, I am sure his lawyer would say, shut the F up.
Well, what's funny is like this is a perfect example of it, but I've seen it so many other times as well. It's like the argument from their end seems to be something to along the lines of, oh, they're forcing me not to talk about this and blah blah blah. But what about a fair trial? What about not influencing the jury by putting all your information out there so that they walk in the door with preconceived notions? Like, there's reasons why gag orders exist, and it's not just because the meanie government wants to be mean and tell you not to talk because they're meanie McMeaningtons that are mean.
And the gag order is there for a couple of reasons. Well, very first reason, it actually is protecting you, the person the suspect, the accused.
As well, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
also
want,
to prevent harassment of the victims.
yeah.
Now, so there's a very good reason why you want to follow that gag order, because if it's going to give arsenal for the prosecutor, but it's going to also can add charges if you keep going. Let's keep this going on this video.
Well,
I should have posted it before that court date. I just didn't think that this guy would grant the order. And honestly, I didn't think that it would do good for my channel to post it. So anyways, he ordered that I shall not disclose any paperwork that the prosecutor has given to me in discovery. They also ordered that I will not disclose any videos, any video recording, any documents that I have that would be considered discovery in this case, essentially barring the public access to any information about this case.
Okay. Why would that be the case?
There's also the issue of they don't want a tainted jury pool and they don't want tainted evidence.
You're right. That is exactly the thing that comes to my mind. When you do things like that, you're tainting the jury pool. And you go a step further. How do we know these guys are not sitting there and alternate it before they are releasing it? So now you're tainting the jury pool with a false narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And especially
that
coming
you
from
want
these
them to
guys.
see. What's that, Hez?
Especially coming from these guys. Like, they're going to, for a fact that they're not going to just say, hey, look, here's a piece of evidence where they're saying that I did this. No, they're going to be like, hey, look, here's a piece of evidence that this tyrant violated my rights by asking me if I had an ID. And it's such a false narrative that they build around everything they do. Why wouldn't they do it to their discovery as well? Like, of course, that's what they're going to do.
Exactly. Right. This is there for you to have a fair trial.
And like you said, it also protects themselves and the victims not to put that stuff out there. But if they cared about the victims, they probably wouldn't have done it in the first place, right?
Exactly.
No, And this is the point I'm trying to make on all of this is that just okay. If I'm thinking on the lines as these guys, they're putting themselves first.
Yep. Always.
Yes, and if they're putting themselves first, they don't care about the victims. So why would they not want to do this? Well, that's not it's a good way of preventing more charges. Why don't we ask that one particular individual out of Indiana? And so let's keep on continuing.
I'm going to tell you why. It's because I'm innocent. I'm not guilty.
And again, I did not hear hear a verdict yet.
Nor is this the arraignment.
You're right. He is trying to conduct his trial by YouTube.
All right.
The video footage shows me doing absolutely nothing wrong. The prosecution knows this. But by the way, the paperwork shows that I've done absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing that they have in that paperwork accuses me of committing a crime.
Of course, you have to take his word for it because he did not show anyone the paperwork.
Oh, but his argument would be, well, they just said that. They said I'm not allowed to show the paperwork. So wah.
But I'll sit here and talk about it.
Right.
In this case, you're absolutely right. He is full of it.
Oh yeah, it's Craig. Of course he's full of it. That's another thing. Anything that comes out of any of the mouths of any of these guys has to be taken with a heavy grain of salt. Because when you have your entire life's work is dedicated to posting videos where you build false narratives and lie, why are all of a sudden we're all supposed to just take your word for it on everything?
Unfortunately, a lot of people forget that the reason why they're in trouble is because they push a false narrative.
Nothing. Now, on top of this, the prosecutor outlined, he said at first, 5 pretrial violations that I've committed. Now, let's keep in mind, I've been charged unlawfully and perhaps illegally. My rights have been violated in the process. I was arrested and taken to jail.
Same thing.
I was released on a pretrial release by this judge, Judge Hunter Reese. He's the judge appointed to this case. He's out of Warren County. Now, this is a special case. I had to get a special judge appointed out of county because the prosecution or the judge or whomever has in Vermilion County has alleged that we have, I guess, a relationship, or maybe he has personal knowledge of the case. I don't know.
And why would there be that type of relationship / personal knowledge of the case? Because this man went around and harassed people in the courthouse. Isn't that what the charges were for him?
Well, so in this specific one that he's referring to, I'm not sure exactly, but it would very much be like if, you walk into a courthouse and you start hooping and hollering and doing like these guys do, and there's a judge there or whatever that you get into it with, and then later on it comes to trial and it goes before that judge, he can't. It's like, no, I can't have anything to do with this, So that makes sense to me.
Yes. The judge could be asked to be a witness.
Yep.
So he can't be the judge of the case.
How that's possible. We'll have to investigate that later. But
this is where we stop, point at him, and laugh. Wait. Sorry, wrong button.
what I do know
Oh, I'm sorry.
is that at the court hearing, the prosecutor said that I violated my pretrial release conditions 5 times. He said that I refused a drug test once, which isn't true. He said that I failed a drug test for THC. Now, y'all can judge me on that if you will. I don't mind. Then he said that I didn't show up for pretrial release. I didn't show up to the probation department within the allotted time that I show up there. And that was a lie as well. So the judge didn't tell me to report.
So basically, he's starting to blame the judge because he didn't report in a lot of time. He's saying that him refusing taking the drug test is a lie. I'm sorry, the way I see it, I'm going to trust the probation office more so than I would trust you.
And if you really look at it, like break down what he just said, a lot of people are doing this now too. And he just did it where it's like, and when I did take a drug test, I failed, but it was just THC. So, and everyone likes that
Mhm.
now. So it's okay. Like, yeah, but you still failed the drug test.
Right.
You know, it's like, okay, because in most places marijuana is legal now, you still failed the drug test, even though it was, you know, I don't know. That argument falls flat because it's not, I didn't do it. It's that I don't think it should be a problem if I do that. Well, right, but it is. Like, you want to fight that, there's ways to fight laws and things, you know, that are the proper way to do it. But like, you know, I always say, and Ray always says it too, these people love to come at us with actual problems in the system. And it's like, no, no, no. There are actual problems in the system. We acknowledge that. My beef is walking around filming random people with your camera until they get mad. And then when they say, don't film me, go out of your way to film them even more just to make them mad, isn't the way you fix the problems with the system.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not the way. And I don't think they're trying to fix a system. They are just trying to make some YouTube dollars.
Probation within 24 hours. That's why I was never, done anything on that. But anyways, people, I want to get to a very important part. We've got 90 people in here. I hope that you all will smash that like button. It'll help this video get out. This needs to get out. I want to bring up a very important point that we have a right to be innocent until proven guilty. I have not been proven guilty of a crime, yet me being sentenced to this pre-trial conditions is essentially imposing criminal sanctions on me before I have been sentenced, before I have been found guilty, and before I've even had a trial to begin with. This is a clear violation of this right here.
To be honest with you, I'm about ready to done with this guy. But one of the things we have to say not to do while you're on bail is admitting that you're violating the bail terms. Ms. Rae?
He is all around just a nasty individual. And of course, he's innocent. Of course, he didn't do anything wrong. So why should he have to follow anything a judge says, a corrupt judge? Because it's lawful and probably illegal, or unlawful and probably illegal, which wouldn't that be the same thing? I mean, that line got me when he said that, but I'm about done with him too. I just wanted to showcase somebody, what not to do when you're on bail is pretty much everything he's doing,
Yes.
which is ignoring it and going on and ignoring your gag order and, just basically throwing up your middle finger at the court and saying, F you, I'm innocent, so you can't make me do these things.
You know what I thought was fascinating? And this goes right back to what we said at the beginning about the whole false narrative building thing. He said, we ended it right when he said, we have the right to be innocent until proven guilty, which is fascinating to me because the presumption of innocence didn't even exist until 1895. He's making it sound like it's in the Constitution. We have the right to be in. No, we don't. That was a Supreme Court decision. It's case law. It's not a constitutional right. that you're innocent until proven guilty. That's just considered to be part of one of the requirements to a fair trial is that we have to prove your guilt.
Don't they think everything is in the Constitution, though? They think everything is in the Constitution.
Right.
Well, according to them,
Just like the dude that
they
was
can video
fighting with
because
me.
of the Constitution.
What now?
Well, according to them, they can video because it's in the Constitution.
Yeah, the videotaping is in the Constitution, right?
Well, the guy who told me that you can film whatever your eyes can see, it's in the Constitution. I'm like, really now?
Where? Show it to
Where?
me.
Since filming didn't even exist when the Constitution was written, I would say you're wrong about that.
Right.
And then he tried to say that it was added to the Constitution, and I'm like, oh, so they snuck by this whole legislature, because it takes really an act of Congress to change or add to an amendment or take away an amendment. It's the whole act of Congress that has to happen. I said, so they snuck it by the American people and only a select few frauditors know about that?
It's almost like saying that there's a constitutional amendment that doesn't actually exist, but it does. They just didn't tell us about it.
Right, exactly. Snuck it by us, but they know about it. It's like, so everything's in the Constitution, only you guys know about it. We don't. Okay, got it.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Right. Exactly. Hey, Miss Rae,
Yes, sir.
you see what's going on at the bottom of our screen right now?
Yes.
So Billy and Bella, father and daughter team, YouTube channel. They are bowlers. This morning they were at 96 subscribers. Billy talked to me and he said he really would love to make his daughter happy if we can help to get them up to 100 subscribers.
Okay.
They are close to it.
Okay. Sounds good. Can I have the link to put it in the chat, though?
Yeah.
It's actually yes.
Because if it's in the scroll, people can't click on the scroll. So I'll just have the link and then I'll put it in the chat every so often.
I'm putting it in a private chat now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we can definitely help them get up there. I'm willing. Everybody else is willing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. They're so close. They are very close. And Billy, he's a good guy. I had a pleasure of talking to him yesterday and talked to him again this morning. He not only came on and watched our past episodes and was watching the premiere, and I believe he's in the live right now. He went and watched past 2 live episodes.
They're
and
at 99 right now.
And shared with 5 of his friends, and got us up to like 115 subscribers. I think I haven't checked the number yet. I don't. But yes, he did. He did say, "Oh no, 119 subscribers." Oh wow! Thank you,
When
Billy. Thank you
when
for.
I was on there, they were at 99. So we're still at 99. Come on, guys.
Come on,
Let's help them get
yes,
to 100.
yes.
Who likes bowling? Everybody likes bowling. Come on.
Yes, yes. Everybody likes bowling, and I can tell you right now, she does better than I do. I have to have the gutter guards up.
Okay, they got to 100. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Billy, are you there, buddy? Can you say something to us?
Who, me?
Billy.
Oh, in the chat. Okay.
Oh yeah, in the chat. We can get him.
Oh, yeah. Looking in the wrong one for videos. Okay. I have to get my hands on that second one because I'm curious what it says. Maybe I should just write my own.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Have I been reading from the wrong one?
Yeah,
I got it right
from the wrong one.
It says right here. I have it right in front of me. I just grabbed the paper. It says First Amendment. I'm going to read the First Amendment. And you tell me if I'm reading the wrong one. It says, Anyone who owns a camera can do anything without any consequences. Period.
Yeah, I think you're reading the fraudulent one.
Dang.
Yeah, sounds right to me. I mean, I don't know. Sounds like the. No, I'm not a frauditor, but I still would like to get my hands on that one Constitution that they read from. It'd be interesting to figure out. I bet it's a really thick book because everything is in the Constitution according to them. So.
That's like we should come up with our own version of poster 7, and all you have to do is just cut out the second half of the paragraph
Yeah.
and a couple choice words here and there. Say photographs may be taken. Period.
For news purposes, period.
Photographs may be taken. That's it. That's poster. That's the new poster 7.
Right. That's
Hey,
all I
Ray.
see. Yes, sir.
You know what time it is? I think it's
111.
time. I think it's time for us to play some music.
All
Music
right.
time. All right. Let's
Music
get ready
time.
to funky.
It's not playing.
Probably because I got control over it. There we go.
I don't hear anything. I'm not hearing anything.
Ba-da-dum, 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 bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum.
What's wrong that I can't hear it?
He doesn't
You
have the
can't hear
audio
it?
on. Nope.
Was it coming on?
No, sirree, Bob.
Oh,
Or
shoot.
Doc.
No sound.
Miss Ray, can you fix that? Do you think you can get that set up for us?
No, I don't know how to
Okay.
do that.
Well,
Can
I'm
you
sorry. I
put the
guess we're not
video,
gonna do
remove
music
the
today.
video, remove the video. Let me
Yeah,
let
I'll
me do
remove it.
Cause, and then which one was, well, I don't see any more spots. Where are the spots to upload? Oh, I have to present. Okay.
Yeah.
Which song was that?
That was Unite the Clans.
All right, hold on a second. Unite the fans.
Unite the Clans.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, let me see if I can upload it. And then, sorry guys, it's a live show.
I'm still trying to learn everything you can do on StreamYard. And BB and Billy, you're most definitely welcome. It's we're happy to get you up to that 100. Just so thank you for whoever subscribed, and please let Bella know. Have you told her yet? And you're absolutely right. Ray is an absolutely awesome person. Well, music is not necessary right now. So, Ray, if you want to get the other song ready to go, and we'll play that a little bit later, and we'll just
Hold on a
continue.
second. I'm trying to get this one. Still.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm the one that messed up, so you're good to go. And how you doing, CyberX? It's good to see you come on. So, Hezekiah,
Yes, sir.
the Constitution, the fraudulent Constitution, and the poster 7 I love how selective they are on how they interpret things.
Oh, they're select on everything and how they interpret things, you know?
Oh, definitely.
One of my favorite things that you always see, especially from the sovereign citizens, but the frauditors use it a little too, is they love quoting the UCC, which is commercial code, right?
Hmm. Yes.
And they'll say things like, well, I'm not operating in a commercial capacity. Right. Therefore, commercial code doesn't apply to you. Right. So it says in the commercial code that I don't need a license. Okay, but wait a minute. You just said you're not operating in commercial. Therefore, commercial code doesn't apply at all. So it doesn't matter what it says because you're not commercial. So why are you quoting commercial code? But they never get that. Like, well, what code does apply? The ones you're being charged under, the ones that you choose to ignore, that you call unconstitutional.
And and the set of sovereign citizens that's the Moorish national.
Oh no.
It they
More
are even more they're even more extreme because they believe that they have diplomatic immunity. So
you are
they're
talking, sir, to the leader of the Moors. This fez was a gift from Ray, by the way. Speaking of the sound effects, let me tell you something. Since I know you have literally the same soundboard I do,
yes,
I don't know if this will help you, but one of the things that I did, you know how you could buy, um, hey, how you doing? Thanks a lot. Tasting better. What? That's sticky Velcro.
yes,
You could
Velcro,
buy like the Velcro, like the sticky stuff that's Velcro, right?
right,
And you know how like when you pull the Velcro apart, one half is like more rough and the other is more like soft.
right.
Well, what I did was I cut little squares, and what I did was I put them on the buttons, so I don't even have to look. I can go by feel, and all of the claps are the rough ones, and all of
Uh-huh.
the laughs are the soft ones. And that way, if I want to clap, I just feel until I feel something rough. And if I want a laugh, I just feel until I feel something soft. And it makes it a lot easier, to keep up and make sure you hit the right button.
Yes, because I mean, the one thing I've noticed when you want to hit the button right fast, it's not it's not difficult to hit the wrong button.
Right. All right. All right.
That's great. Now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can get a happy dance anytime we want to. We don't have to ask. We don't have to ask for a happy dance.
No, you don't. That's awesome, isn't
Yeah,
it?
just do this. Right about now, he's doing his happy dance.
Oh man. I'm trying so hard. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's you know.
How did you put it in? Um
Uh, I mean,
sorry.
I just basically went to presents and did it by video file. Oh, no,
Right.
no, no. That's how I did the other one. I did
That's how I'm
share
doing it.
screen uh, and hit the share screen button, and then went to Windows.
All right. I'm just gonna do it that way. I'm just gonna share screen and then play the song because
Right.
well, see, there it is. Why won't it come up when I'm trying to share it that way? The heck? So,
So I have
video
to ask,
file
what do you
and
use
it
this button for?
doesn't come up. There's no reason here. Let's see. No.
And when we get to talk about uh,
All right. I'm just gonna share
stupid
screen.
things you should not do while on bail, Do you think having a live interview with another attorney is a smart idea? What do you think, Ez? And you're muted. Ez, you're muted.
Gotcha. I think 90% of what these guys do when they're on bond is a bad idea. But it's just, again, they're trying to fight. That's the whole thing with YouTube. They're trying to fight their cases in the court of public opinion. That's what it is.
Yes, exactly.
All right, let me know
And
when you're ready.
oh yes, let's do it. Uh, I'm not hearing anything.
You can't hear it.
No, no, it's not coming. The sound's not coming through. So we'll have to probably re-look at this in the future. I might have to experiment with it maybe during the week and figure out how's the best way to play audio files. But wait a minute. Wait a second. I just saw something. We look underneath brand. Oh, I see something. I see something.
What do you see?
Oh, wait, that's your cat, not mine. Okay.
Yeah, he just came in and meowed at me and left. Hi, Greg. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. I was not good at that. I'm sorry. I can hear it.
How about now? Better?
Yeah, I can hear it very loud.
I love that song.
Holy crap, that was awesome.
Oh, it
It's a
is.
great song,
And
isn't it, Hess?
yeah,
Seriously, I
Awesome,
was
isn't it?
getting funky.
yes, that's a great song. That's a great song.
I
Ray, we'll
took
play
myself
the
off the
one that we
screen
were
because I
talking
didn't want
about
it to become the
earlier
head show,
next
but
week.
damn, I was boogieing.
Yeah, oh yes, I love the bagpipes. I really do. And I have actually reached out to another musician. I doubt seriously I can would be able to persuade her to come on the show. I'm hoping that she will at least
Dude,
find
if
me.
you could get her, that would be amazing. I know
Uh,
exactly who you're talking about.
which one? The other one that plays the bagpipes?
Yeah.
Allie
You
the
know who I'm
Piper?
talking about. I don't remember her name.
Allie the Piper?
Yep, that's her. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I've reached out to her channel and request ask them hey, would you please let me play your music? And I would like also extend you an invitation to join the live stream. I seriously doubt she would come on the live stream, but I hope to goodness that she'll say yes, play my music, and we'll
Yeah, that's
definitely play
hard
it.
because she's like, I mean, I guess I would say a B-list celebrity, but I mean, she's famous enough to where I could see it being like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But on the other hand, she's not so famous that it's like literally untouchable. Like it might, I don't know, man. Go for it.
Yeah. Well, yes, definitely, definitely. And the name of that track is called. Uh,
Unite the
I
clans.
don't say it
Unite the
wrong.
clans.
Unite the Clans by Paulo Pelosi, and I got that from Upbeats. And Ray, are y'all familiar with Upbeats?
No, I'm not.
Nope.
So Upbeats gives you a list of music that you would have a license to play on YouTube or podcasts.
Oh,
Ah,
It's a minimal monthly charge, but anything I grab from there, music, soundtrack, whatever, I'm good to go. So, uh,
gotcha.
and it's mostly instrumental from what I can have found so far. But all my music so far has been from that channel, with the exception of stuff that I played from David E. Persons.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
His music's
but yeah,
good too. His music's really good. I like his
yeah.
music.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely really good. And really, I want this channel to be kind of a combination of what we were talking about: music, have fun, joke, laugh, and an
Joke.
hour and a half on
Laugh.
Sundays just to chill out.
Joke.
Yes,
Laugh. What is that?
chill, chill out. Yes.
Huh? No, I'm just kidding.
So let's go into a couple things, future shows that we got. And oh, Jason Gutterman, David is here. Let's throw him on
Oh
stage.
no. Oh no. I will add him to the stream.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
How's everybody?
David, was your nose itching?
Was my nose itching?
Yes, because we were talking about you.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Well, we were actually giving you a compliment. We were saying your
Okay.
music
Yes.
is pretty good.
Same. I'll drop my email for you in the chat just in case.
Oh, okay. Well, should I check my email? I'm sorry, I haven't checked. It's been one of those.
No. B&B Bowling is asking me if I still have the same email. So
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
gonna-
Well, sorry I was late, guys. It's just been one of those weekends.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy weekend. I know. How's your mother doing?
She's home. She's home and feeling well enough to be bored and kind of snickety. So that's
Okay.
I'm sorry. What happened with your mom? Is she okay?
yeah. She had to have a cardioablation over the weekend.
Oh,
Heart procedure. Well, I guess it was on Friday. This is Sunday, right? Okay, yeah, it was on Friday. But it runs in the family, unfortunately. But she's doing okay. She's all right.
okay. All
This is
right.
something we've been after her to do for a while, and then circumstances just kind of said, "You're going to do this whether you like it or not." So
Yeah.
that's how she wound up in the hospital Friday.
As long as she's all right.
Yeah, she's. I mean, she's going to have to take it easy, which will mean we'll have to probably tie her to the bed or something, but she'll be okay.
So,
Yeah.
David,
Yes, sir.
who do you call when your gutters need to be worked on?
Me, I called Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman. But then I don't know what other people do.
I know that.
What do
I
you
was
call
trying to-
what?
What do you call? Who do you call when you need your gutters to be worked on?
You'd have
Me?
to call a
Your
gutter man.
gutters
right?
work done?
You mean
What?
Gutterman? A Gutterman? We need to get a Gutterman. Yeah, I think a Gutterman.
Yeah,
You call a
Gutterman.
gutterman to get your gutters to work on.
Because the Gutterman can work on the gutters because Guttermen are good Guttermen that work on gutters, aren't they?
Yeah, but just
That's
so long
like
as you don't
the-
say anything about Jason Gutterman.
Who's that? You mean somebody named Jason Gutterman? Jason Gutterman? Is that the name you said? Jason Gutterman? I'm sorry, I don't know that.
We're not supposed to say Jason Gutterman?
No, we're not supposed to say Jason
Apparently
Gutterman.
not. We're not supposed to say Jason Gutterman.
Why can't we say Jason Gutterman?
we
What's
get in
wrong with
trouble.
Jason Gutterman?
Gutterman. Yeah, we
Jason
said
Gutterman.
Gutterman.
Well, at least it's not as bad as saying Ernie Wayne Tertalget, because he charges $10 million every time you say his name out loud.
Yes, well, he is the natural man, though. So
Well, good thing I can't pronounce his name because I'd be broke.
That's cool, though. He is the natural man. That is true. And he has the right to forage for food if he wants to.
He's actually more like I always kind of thought he was more like the natural Martian, but that's
Casey. Who's Jason Gutterman? Casey on that.
Never heard of Jason Gutterman.
Who? Jason Gutterman? Never heard of him.
Yep. Oh, never heard of Jason Gutterman.
Can we say Jason Gutterman?
Gutter
trash.
Try. I'll give it a try. Let's see. Jason Gutterman. 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 Yeah, I think
he said gutter trash. Can we say Jason Gutter Trash?
That's gonna be a little tougher. Let's see. Jason Gutter Trash. Jason Gutter Trash. Jason Gutter Trash.
Right? Yeah. Adding the trash at the end changes how you say the beginning of the word. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, it makes it trashier. That's
Well, Ray, I'll go a step further how things are strange. So a lot of you guys probably already know I work from home primarily. So my work uniform when I'm at home working is usually a t-shirt and pajama pants. Okay. Other day I had to go put on a pair of shorts because I was getting ready to go out and run an errand. I had to put on less clothes to go out in public.
That's interesting.
Yes.
In Texas, we only have to do that in July.
Well, yeah.
I understand that. It's colder in my house than it is outside.
Of course, as you're going to have to get used to that again if you're moving back to Wisconsin.
Jason Butterball. I love that, Casey.
Hey, you just made me realize when I move back to Wisconsin, I might need to get my gutters cleaned. Who should I call?
Jason Gutterman? No, we wouldn't want to call Gutterman. You should call it Gutterman, though, or a gutter guy or a gutter ball.
But not Jason Gutterman, because his reviews sucked.
Yeah,
so don't call Jason Gutterman.
Don't call it Jason Gutterman because I heard Jason Gutterman's the Jason Gutterman Gutter Cleaning Society that goes out and cleans gutters by especially when Jason Gutterman goes and cleans gutters. You wouldn't want Jason Gutterman out there cleaning gutters because the gutters might not be completely gutted, and then you'd have to get another Gutterman to come out who's not Jason Gutterman and clean your gutters again.
Stop it. If my new apartment has any problems, by the way, should I call Chris Ryder to have him fix it?
No.
I can't say his name either.
Oh, no.
It's Miss Schmeider.
Do we have a picture of Chris Ryder's handiwork?
Schmidt Schmeider. Yeah.
David, do you have a picture of Chris Ryder's handiwork?
Schnitzel Ryder.
No, because none exists. He never
I would not
did
even do that to my worst. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. Chris Ryder. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do Chris Ryder to Chris Ryder.
I might have a picture. Hang on one second.
There was no handiwork because he never did any work.
Well, that's probably true too.
If you want it to look like Lucky's house.
No, I don't think I have that picture.
Don't let him clean the gutters, whatever you do.
He brings the black mold with him when he decorates with it.
Oh, that was
I got black mold in my gutters, so I called Chris and I called Gutterman. No, never mind. That could be a song. That's
I like that.
Ooh.
I like
That song would get a lot of play.
Let's see.
Write that down.
Here we go.
I call Jason Gutterman to clean the gutters in my house.
I got gutters and I got black mold. I want to call Chris because he's not old. I don't know. So that didn't rhyme. And then I'm gonna get my gutters clean. And then when they both show up, I'm gonna scream. Yes, I got the gutter blues. Gutterman blues. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
The Gutterman blues, I'm gonna throw up. 'cause you know with them you're gonna lose.
Plenty.
I'm gonna get dirty.
I just made it up. Well, I don't know.
I thought you were gonna go into the chorus. All right.
I got the Gutterman blues. I got the Gutterman blues. Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman. Hey, we do a whole song like that. Jason Gutterman sucks. Yeah, Jason Gutterman, what a lose. There you go.
All right.
Phew.
But I didn't actually ever say Jason Gutterman. I just sang it.
At the call of Jason Gutterman Blue.
It was off the top of your head, or did you write that before?
No, I was just off the top of my head.
Well, make sure you write it down because that was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll go back later.
Picture of Chris Whiter's handiwork.
You know what we will do? We'll make that the anthem for all of the lives.
Well, when I was doing live shows back when I was doing that more regularly, I actually had a part where everybody's always had something they've never heard a song about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always used to have part of my gig where I'd ask people if they wanted to hear a song about something they never heard a song about, just make them up on the spot. It was kind of fun.
That's awesome.
So I have found a picture of Chris Whiter's handiwork.
You found his what?
Handiwork.
No,
Handiwork.
He used his hands for that. It looked more like he used his feet.
Look at the hole.
And why
That's
is
where,
JC getting dressed afterwards? How did he pay for this? I mean,
That's cold. funny. That's good.
sorry.
No, don't be. That was.
I don't want to ruin your PG live stream.
I've already went ballistic earlier.
You're about ready to do what?
I went ballistic earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you had every right. I mean, you should hear me when I go ballistic. I mean, just ask Hez.
No, it's not fun.
Well,
I guess only when it's aimed at me.
he's borne the brunt of it a few times, and his poor man just sits there like, I don't know what to do.
Well, that's one thing I have learned when dealing with a woman is when she gets mad, you just keep your damn mouth shut. The smartest thing you could do.
Yeah, his mom told him the other day, but what'd she tell you, that you were dumb? Because I don't know if she used the word dumb. What did she use?
Well,
When
okay.
you asked me if I was wearing my glasses, and I'm like, no. Remember that?
It was right, yeah, but wasn't there something like, oh no. Yeah, okay, yeah, the glass. What happened
I was wearing highlighter. Now, women will know what highlighter is, okay? And sometimes you put it in the corner of your eyes to brighten your eyes up if you look tired. And Hez is like, were you wearing your glasses or something? You got something in, up there in your eyes. And I'm like, oh, no. Like, his face looked like you got something there. Like you were wearing your glasses or something. And his mom, what did she tell you?
She goes like, she's like, after like I got done talking to you, she's like, you idiot. That was makeup. You don't say that to a woman. Are you nuts?
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I'm never wearing that again. Because
I thought it looked like what the glasses thing was, because I thought you know how like when you wear the glasses for a while and you get those two little dents on your nose from where they.
But the makeup wasn't even on my nose.
Well, that's why I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm like, were you wearing glasses or something? What is that on your face? And I didn't realize she was wearing makeup.
It wasn't on my nose, though. That was the bad part. I'm like, oh, no, it's not even on my nose.
I always wear makeup on my ears.
Yeah, that's true. You got to do that sometimes, or they'll know that you're a Vulcan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys know where the name Vulcan came from? I actually found this. I thought this was really interesting. The guy, now everybody knows that the guy who created Star Trek, we all know his name, right? It was. Oh, come on.
Gene Roddenberry.
Gene Roddenberry. Gene Roddenberry worked at the Los Angeles Police Public Information Office before he got into television. And there was a guy that they used several times as an advisor for Dragnet, because he was on the Dragnet show too. And the advisor for Dragnet was Lieutenant Vulcan, Vulkin. And if you listen to Dragnet carefully, Lieutenant Vulcan is always the guy who does the fingerprints and all that stuff. And that's where Gene Roddenberry got the name for the. I'm sorry, not the Vulcans, the Klingons. It was the Klingons. It was Lieutenant Klingon. Klingon, that was his name. Klingon. I'm telling the story wrong.
I was gonna say, I'm like, okay, I might have like
Lieutenant Klingon, and that's where the Klingons got their name. Was from
Lieutenant Klingon. Oh my god.
True story. I didn't know that till the other day.
Is that like when your last name is Butts, but you say it's Buttes?
Yeah.
His last name is probably Klingon, and he said no, it's Klingon.
Down in Texas, we have this very large grocery chain called HEB, and it was called HEB because the guy who started his name was, and I kid you not, I'm not making this up, Harry E. Butts. That was his name. And so they went with HEB, probably pretty smartly.
Yeah, but I bet he went around telling everybody, no, it's Buttes.
Yes, my name is Harold Buttes, not Harry E. Butts.
So real quick, programming note: there will be we'll have a live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's 4 o'clock my time. Okay, everybody always forgets Pacific time.
And tomorrow morning, as this live stream will be at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
God awful hour of the morning, yeah.
That's very early. Miss Rae, are you going to be able to join him tomorrow, or you don't know yet?
I don't make promises because I don't know day to day what's going on.
Right. Right.
Well, that's good timing for me because Hez goes on at 7 his time, but it's 6 o'clock my time, and that's when I get up anyway. It's about 5:45, so I just turn it on.
Hez's show is my radio program.
Yeah, mine too.
I've said this once before. It kind of reminds me of the growing up and listening to the radio. You always had that disc jockey that was kind of a little zany with these down to earth co-host, and that is the Hezokuai show when Hezokuai and Rae is there. Hezokuai is the kind of zany guy. I think everyone kind of knows that, and Miss Rae keeps him from going too wild.
fact. That's true.
That is my job. I'm just the shusher.
Literally, you guys should see her backstage sometimes, literally telling me to shut up. No.
We're having such a good fun this morning. We'll be right back. Shut up, you idiot. Yeah,
it's good, though. It's good. Good balance.
Yeah, it's good balance. It's good to have that person that can bring it back in. The other person gets a little zany.
It's a good thing I went to school to become a librarian and took those advanced shushing classes,
And to all the folks out there, if you have a story that you wrote, or poem, or even music like David does, email me. I would love to get some music where we can play it on the show.
How about this? I got one.
I want to include original art.
See, I got this. I can't say Jason Gutterman. I can't say Jason Gutterman. No, I can't say Jason Gutterman. I can't say Jason Gutterman. No.
All right.
Woohoo!
I think want some music, so listen to music.
And finally, the last thing I want to say is please like, subscribe, and share.
Yep. Our next goal.
When this channel grows when people do share the channel and have their friends come and listen.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's enjoying it. I think everyone loves every person I get a lot of great positive feedback. This particular live stream started because, Rae emailed me and said, I like it when you do your live streams immediately after your premieres.
Yeah, they're fun. It gives people a chance to usually talk about the book you read or the story you read, or listen to you guys just chit chat.
Yeah,
and
just chit chill
It's
out.
relaxing. It's just a relaxing thing that happens on Sundays, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to have fun.
You do? You
Oh,
wonder that?
CyberX. Let's put CyberX comment up there. uh, I am sure that
No,
happens. I imagine that every channel has that going on.
no. First of all, we're both muted because you would hear us if that was happening. So
Oh, that's true. You can't go.
It's always after the show in the post-show meeting that I hear it.
Hey, Ray, you guys could always use Discord in the background and yell at each other and just mute the mics.
I don't use Discord.
No,
We usually have a post show to chat afterwards.
Well, that's
so
Mhm.
That's a
if
smart.
there's a problem, I let them know then.
Yeah.
But I'm not mean. I'm never mean to Hez about it.
No, I mean,
Sometimes I'm angry, but I'm not like idiot. You know.
no, I know everyone knows, and you know we're teasing. It's obviously we wouldn't still be working. Oh no, not this guy.
Oh, go invite the tyrant here.
Anyway, we wouldn't.
Hey,
we wouldn't be
Will
working
had a
together
problem
as much as we
yesterday. I
do
want to help.
if we didn't have a good rapport with each other.
Will had a problem yesterday. I want to help him out on.
Oh
Well,
no!
You are my sunshine, my
Listen. I made such a
me
fool of
happy
myself,
when
and
skies are gray. That's
listen. She adored it, so that's all that mattered. I made a fool of myself, but she loved it. That's all that matters.
Okay, just checking. Make sure you
All
do
right.
the word.
Pretty sure I'm not still in the doghouse. Joe almost got me killed. Okay, why did I listen to Joe?
Well, that's a good question in and of itself, but that's another.
Anyway, I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I was shooting pool with my dad and his buddies, and I just got back home.
What a crummy excuse. I mean, come on.
Well, okay, I will
Yeah.
only accept that answer if you tell me how much money did you take off that.
Yeah.
The old guys didn't want to open their wallets out this time, so.
Are they afraid of you?
Maybe a little bit.
All right, I'll accept your late excuse then.
Oh, Agent,
Will,
order in the court, or I'll
got
hold
you
you
in trouble? I forgot.
What?
Did
No, one person. At a time.
So, Will, what did I say that got you in trouble? I
Yeah.
Oh
totally
my
forgot.
goodness! It was the tell her to wear a 2-piece bikini set.
Oh, okay.
Well, why wouldn't you just not say that? I mean, obviously,
Because
he was joking.
Because he wants to see her in a 2-piece bikini set.
No, because Joe's a man of experience. I trust. I
Will,
trust
you
his
gotta- Will, you
experience.
always tell her this. Oh, you look beautiful in everything.
I tried that, and she says, "Okay, so what should I wear then?"
Okay,
Whatever
well,
you
the
choose.
thing that always works is what outfit does she have that is your absolute favorite when you go somewhere nice?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
You said that right, and I said that was good. That was good.
Yeah. You tell her that I always love seeing you in that blue dress that highlights those awesome hips of yours. Ooh, baby. And that's what you tell her. And she'll probably blush a little bit and go put on that blue dress. I guarantee it.
Now I know. Now I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, why has the tyrant here?
Because there's no bones in ice cream.
Because it was on time.
Oh, I got to email you.
And he got caught saying Jason Gutterman.
Jason Gutterman.
Jason
Gutterman.
Gutterman. Has I'm going to email you about, you got to explain to me a little bit what you were saying in the stream about Saturday's show. If you need us to move stuff around, I'm flexible.
Right on.
Well,
Anyway, what were we talking
don't
about?
let him take your spot. No,
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be available for some morning shows really soon.
Tyrant.
I might hop on a morning show, and then it's okay. It's perfectly okay then if I have to reschedule a Saturday. That's
Dare
no
I
problem.
ask why you're going to be available for morning shows?
I'm taking a few days off of work next week.
Oh,
So
okay.
Oh,
That's
okay. Well, that's fine. I just
That's a
don't
much
want
better
your
answer than I was hoping.
time always taken away from you.
no. I mean,
Look, here's the thing. What I was talking about was because his girl wanted to do something with him on the 23rd, it was a little iffy.
oh no,
what
that's
was
over.
gonna
That's
go
done.
down.
That's
So
dead.
all I was saying was that Graham has a thing that he wants to do. So I was like, well, if you're only going to be able to pop in, that day, then I could like make plans to do something with him, and we could sort of make it a dual thing. The idea was for it to be a dual broadcast on his channel and mine simultaneously.
Gotcha, because Graham is so far away. Yeah.
He's in the freaking UK.
When you're saying dual, you mean on Graham's channel,
right? Because the whole problem was he wanted to
have
do
to go
something
over to the
because
UK.
of the time zone change. If he waited till after my show, he wouldn't be starting his show until after midnight his time.
Right.
Right.
No, listen, look. Go ahead and do that. I mean, I'm available, but just go ahead and do that. I mean, obviously, it's a circumstance. Go ahead and do that, and we can schedule for another weekend. That's no problem. We can even do the week after.
No.
Yeah, we're not trying to bump you. We're just trying to say if you have something else, like if you can only hang out for like an hour or something because you have plans.
I'm available.
The other hour I'll be with him.
I'm available the whole time now. That's what I'm saying.
See.
Oh well, then forget it. You're good. You're already booked. You're
see the bikini comment worked.
Yeah, well, it's your time
Made you
first.
more available.
Say it again. What about the
bikini? The bikini comment worked. It made you more available for live streams.
God.
I'm sure he's okay now, right? You're okay now.
Everything is fine now. I don't need any more of Joe's advice on that. Everything is fine.
Yeah, never go to men for advice on what your girl should wear.
I see that.
Hez says the biggest fight he ever had in his house was over something like that.
Yep.
Right, Hez, you said?
Biggest fight I ever had. Yep. She was like, hey, how does this look? Or what should I wear? And I don't care. What do you mean you don't care? You don't care about me? You don't care? Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Okay, now, Hez, come on. That was kind of a dumb answer right there.
Well, I literally didn't care. Like, it's not like you're going to go naked. And even if you did, I wouldn't mind. No, but seriously, though, like, Will, here's what you got to do. When they start talking and they're saying a bunch of stuff and you start zoning out because you're thinking about like football scores and the fact that, Justin Fields is part of the Steelers now. Did you know that, Ray?
Yeah, and I wanted to tell you, told you.
I have so many questions about that. Like, I mean, I'm happy for I'm sorry, this isn't about sports. I'm sorry. I have a lot to say about that.
It is now.
It's your problem now, Will.
No. I'm not a Steelers fan. No.
Yeah, you Eagles, right?
Eagles fan, not Steelers. No. But I would have rather Eagles traded for Justin Fields than Kenny Pickett. I'd much rather, because Justin Fields, he needed a better team. I mean, look, if Russell Wilson gets hurt, Pittsburgh is the best coaching for him.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Excuse me?
Look out, Will. Ray actually knows football. Don't underestimate her because she's a woman. I made that mistake when we
I've learned I'm the best about
No, but I was
sports.
telling Hez because he kept asking me, do you think Justin Fields is going to leave or he's going to stay? I said he's going to go. He's out. Bye-bye.
Why? Because the Bears are going to draft a quarterback? And
they better not. They better leave it alone, and they better develop the quarterbacks they have and get a good coaching staff instead.
But how are they? But you're contradicting yourself. You're first saying that they shouldn't draft another quarterback, but they traded their quarterback. So what quarterbacks do they have to
They have a backup that's not that horrible.
Who? Who's their backup?
Me. I'm better than Justin. No, I'm joking.
No, you're not.
Okay.
No, I know he's good. He's good. Anyway, listen. I was trying to get to a point though. So, like, if your woman's talking to you and she's going on, and you start thinking about sports and baseball statistics and all this stuff, and you're lost, and then you find yourself caught in a, oh crap, she's asking me a question and she wants a response, and I have no idea what she was just saying. All you got to do is say, "I'm sorry, darling. I was lost in your eyes. The beautiful pools." Just
shut up, Hez.
Yeah, that's a great way to get belted, actually.
Something thrown right at you.
It's really funny how y'all want us to listen to you,
2 words,
but
yes,
you'll do
dear.
that shit.
I have the disadvantage of my wife being a black belt in judo.
Oh no!
So, I try not to piss her off too much.
Oh, yeah.
Really? She's violent?
Yeah, she does. I mean, she would never throw me around, but that's actually when we were dating, she was doing a self-defense demonstration and threw a guy about my size on her arm and broke it. And it happens. So she got out of her cast. About a week later, took the guy's girlfriend, who was also about my size, and threw it on the same spot on the same arm. And she had to have plates and pins and all kinds of stuff put in. And her arm was in a cast for like a year. And then she decided after that that she didn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, Yeah.
Well, see, I never worried about any woman that I was with ever being a judo expert because they always have cast iron, and that's all they need.
I'm a black belt and just punching you in the nose.
Yeah, that works too.
So, do you want to make a quick programming note? March 31st is Easter Sunday. Thankfully, I have two writers lined up to be guests on the show, but realized it was Easter Sunday, so I spoke to one, and she basically said, "Yes, I will be on the show." I'm going to reach out to the other one and confirm if he's still good for Easter Sunday. If they're both still good, we're going to maintain the show March 31st, where we're talking primarily about writing and publishing and editing stories.
Mm.
We'll be kind of
Awesome.
away from fraudsters in general, but more toward the uh, writing side of the house.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yes.
It's
Now we're definitely
interesting.
going to play some music. We're going to work those kinks out. But David, I hope you'll be kind of ready with a couple songs if you and ancient art, music, and art. If you're still around, I'm going to try to find some things that you play, and then and try to
Okay.
speak with you about playing some of your stuff, and of course, Hezekiah, it's some of your original music. Because I definitely want to play some original music, and hopefully, knock on wood, that person I contacted actually says, "Yeah, please do." I would love to play some of her music. I would love to get her on the channel.
Oh,
Uh,
that'll be cool.
I would kick Will off right now just to interview her for the next 2 hours.
You know what? I was having
Right, Hez,
fun,
would you
and I
kick?
decided to come on, and I'm not going to sit here and be insulted by you.
Hez, would you kick Will off just so you could
I would
interview
kick
Allie?
myself off.
Seriously,
so you
I'd
guys can
leave.
interview her.
You,
Like
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's like
hold on, guys. Well, here's something a lot of people don't know. When Heads celebrated their Saturday live show for the first a couple of months ago,
1 year
they had some
anniversary.
people on, and then it was like, oh, so and so wants to come on. Will has to go, and he kicked me off.
Yep,
what?
I'm not stupid.
And the whole panel is like, no, Will shouldn't go. No, not Will. Head is like, Will's gotta go.
Why is it always Will? I'll kick myself off so you
No.
can interview her.
No, you know
I'll
what?
go backstage.
Right.
Can I be honest with you guys? Because I'm now streaming once or twice a week, sometimes a third time. Trust me, there are some times where it's like I don't mind putting my feet up and just watching on the TV. I'm not gonna lie, like and that's why I'm sure you and Ray are the same way because you guys are streaming what 5-6 days a week.
oh
So
Right.
gosh, yeah,
6. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
6
put
days.
And
your feet
I
up.
mean, it's just, I mean, Sunday is my primary streaming day. I'm streaming my
Yeah.
channel, and then I'm usually on Wheels.
Yeah.
So what
And,
can
You know,
is
I
there
don't know. I
anything-
got used to it. To me, it's like, I don't know. It's not a big thing, you know? I got
Yeah.
used to it.
So is there any way, and I can understand if there isn't, but is there any way we could somehow get the Thursday show back on a temporary basis, like instead of weekly, like once a month or something like that? 'Cause I really miss those shows.
As
Hey man, I go by like what's no. we'll discuss it. I mean, the thing is, the Thursday show was never officially canceled. It was put on the back burner pending whatever's
Other
going
things,
on behind the scenes. Me, Ray, and I would have to discuss that. But again, it's not officially canceled. It's just on the back burner for now.
Understood. Yeah.
So there.
So,
Kiro Kid, thank you for showing up. Good thing Will's having a live later. Maybe he'll come to that.
yes,
I mean, I think literally everyone's gonna be on my live. Literally everybody's here. We're all gonna be live again in 2 hours.
yes, that's true.
He knows I'm playing with him. I play with everyone. But then they get mad at me.
No. No one gets mad at you. So, okay, I don't know if you guys talked about it because I probably will want to chat about it later on. If you chat about it, that's fine.
David,
Let me
can
know.
you do me a favor?
Huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Will.
Yeah.
Let's take that picture off my screen, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hez and Ray, Harriet, and everyone was here at the initial beginning heard me go off.
Oh,
I'm really tired.
fast.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really tired of hearing about that whole
Too
thing.
fast.
Well, here I'm just gonna just say this, and because it's just what I'm interested
There it
about.
is.
So, and it's like, look, I think, yeah, keep that picture up. Long Island Audit one. That one's good. I'm delayed. I'm talking on my phone here on the stream, but I'm looking at my TV, so I'm like a little delayed. But I mean, the DUI guy. Like, would you guys talk about that? Like the community posts?
I'm sorry, what's that?
The DUI guy's community posts.
Yeah, what about?
Did you guys
Yes.
talk about it at all? Or has that
No.
Not really. Not really. The one that where he made a comment about who he's not representing and has never represented.
right?
Yeah, that one.
I want to watch. I don't have the time, nor do I have the because I mean, like, generally specific, it's like him and I, for the most part, are on good terms per se. What I mean by that is he was one of the original channels that was, I mean, you guys know, 3 months ago, oh my God, stolen valor supporter, hater guy, oh my God, like the drunk vets, I mean, stoned vets, I mean, the shiz, just completely crapping on me on their streams for no reason. But he actually, for the most part, and I will give him credit for this, he was incredibly fair about this situation. I mean, I know he can be ruthless with other people and other genres and other things, because he's kind of a little all over the place with what he covers. But he's been fair with me, so I appreciate that enough. But what I don't like is how much of a pro for public safety person that he is, and it's like, that for public safety was on his channel, on his stream, a 5-hour stream. I never saw Colonel Specific do a 5-hour stream until Chris came on, and somewhere in that stream, Chris drunkenly admitted or claimed that DUI guy was his newly retained attorney.
Oh no.
And I want someone. I don't have the time or the energy, but I know there are people that will sit through a stream just to find a specific clip so that we can make it go crazy. I wish someone could just go through that stream and find that portion.
Well, that whole thing, both sides.
How soon do you want it?
I'm done with it. I mean, I'm tired of hearing about it.
Well,
it's like, that's, and I try to go on Wrangler's channel just to see what's up, because his lead-ins will sound interesting, and then somehow it always gets back to Chris Ryder. And I'm just done hearing about it.
Well, so 2 things. One, Ray, anyone but you, I don't want you to suffer through that. And whenever someone finds it, they can.
Why do you never? Okay, all right.
No, because I want you to do like fun things, like laugh with me with Lucky Laptop, not watch through a homophobic guy for 5 hours and a drunk guy. That's what I mean. If you'd like to, absolutely, whenever, it's no problem. But I wanted to say, I'm in the same boat as you, David, because that's part of the reason why I covered a little bit about for public safety in a stream or two, but it's been covered to death. And at least like the channels that do stream, I mean, like, look, Dr. Dave, he streams primarily about Goat Boy. That's primarily what he streams about. And that other guy that he was streaming about, Fraud or Troll streams about a variety of people. Hez streams about a variety of people, a variety of channels. I like that. That's why for me, it's like, let's talk about a variety of different things. But just to obsess over one person, especially one person that I personally don't really care for, because any interactions I've had with him, and you guys have seen it, has been trying to bully me.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, and it was so funny because they were talking, and I was looking at for public safety's like physical-esque, and he always talks like, oh, Will's this little twerp, Will's this little guy, oh, Will, you're this, Will, you're that, Will, if I ever see you, I'll handle you in the street. And I'm like, first of all, I'm 2 inches taller than him, and I'm about 10 pounds heavier than he is. So he's talking about me as if I'm a twerp, I'm some twig, when in reality, if I saw him, I would stand over him. So I'm like, I don't know. But I'm done with it for public safety stuff, you guys. I really am.
That whole thing is just, I don't know. I mean, I understand. Wrangler's right for the most part, but give it a break. I mean, good grief. It's just all Ryder all the time.
I think what's happening on this one, David, and this is my opinion, when Ryder showed up at Meade County and did it and got arrested, and then started his little campaign against Meade County, a lot of the people, new subscribers, came from Meade County. They didn't like
That's
Ryder
true.
doing what they're doing, and they wanted someone to stand up for them.
That
So
and
yes,
that is absolutely
Yeah,
true.
that is true. That is true.
so
Which is
I think
why
I'm not criticizing. I think that's you know, if reason why we're having this type of discussion is because people that are watching my show also likes this type of discussion.
right. Which is and that's contributed, and it's not a knock at him. If anything, it's called being a marketing genius. He's marketing an audience, but that's why his sub count has gone up as quickly as it has over the last 4 months, which is great. You found content that a specific market is looking for.
He found a niche. Yeah, I mean, he did.
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm not criticizing either.
Not at all. That's smart.
Part of my concern is that some of the stuff is going to come back to bite him and JJ Scarborough if they don't watch it. Because
like you'll notice, like even in my case, I will bite my tongue before I say certain things just to protect myself.
Right.
Even though people don't know where I work, what state I'm in, I've told some of you, but that's fine. But like the majority of people don't. But still, just in case, so that potentially could be questioned, even if it doesn't come back to me, be questioned. That's why I bite my tongue, for that very reason.
Yes, and I worked in an environment where it was good to not know everything that was going on.
Yeah,
you just need to know what was the scope of your job.
And a lot of the folks that are on For Public Safety's side are, how do I put this delicately, not what I would call the picture of stability. And I'm not sure I want them coming after me or anybody else. I mean, and I just think Wrangler and JJ are opening themselves up to some unstable people really losing it.
I think so too. Those folks are really, really loose cannons.
All right,
I think that's true with both sides too. I think there are people on the
that's true. Both sides, big. I agree.
Yeah, but
let's lighten the mood, guys. Let's talk about something lighter. Hez, give us a happy dance.
Yeah,
Hez. Wait. Or maybe Mr. Saki can read the news.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's your mini happy dance.
Or we could do both.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mr. Saki might try to do a dance.
Mr. Saki should do the happy dance.
Okay.
But wouldn't that be a Saki dance?
Saki set up ready.
A Saki. I like that.
Saki A count.
Hold on, I gotta literally run outside for like 3 minutes. So I'm gonna log off. I'll hop right back on.
That was a smoke break.
He makes the request and then he splits. Man.
Yeah.
Need to go take a smoke break.
Well, you know what we can do? We can
What?
play some music.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Yeah. Here you go. I know that this was going to be our exit song.
Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, clean out my gutters now. Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, I got dirty gutters now. Jason Gutterman, yeah, Jason Gutterman, yeah, Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman.
So unfortunately, that does not automatically stop at the end.
We could have had Hez
We'll
dance
figure a way to make
hours
it.
there.
Sorry, when the music hits me, I can't control myself.
Well, Mr.
I hate it
Soccer
when that
was having a good time too. He was having a real good time. Because we gotta wait for Will to come back. Let's let Mr. Saki read some news.
This will be fun.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Leno's Storytime presents Mr. Sock E. Count reading the news. All right.
Woo!
Declined. Fort Lauderdale Airport. Drunk naked man tried to break through security. A man who caught on camera was going on a naked, drunken walk through a terminal at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport and has been arrested, authorities said. What do you think the charge was? Ray, what was the charge? Ray, what do you think the charge was?
They want to know what we was charged with.
What was the charge?
What?
Impersonating a sock?
Bath salts.
Yeah.
The incident happened around 2 p.m. Monday when 36-year-old Martin F. T-Bob parked his vehicle on the sidewalk outside Terminal 1, Broward Sheriff Office officials said.
He was arrested for
naked, walked into the terminal and breached a secure transportation security administration checkpoint. So, did he really need to go through the checkpoint? He was naked. I mean, whose job was it to search him?
it'd be security's job to search him.
But they don't want to have to search him because he's naked. He would have a hard time.
There's only one place to search when you're naked.
Only one place to search, yeah.
Yeah, one place to search.
Bend
Video
over and
posted by
cough.
Only in Daydream showed Esma casually strolling through the terminal, passing shocked travelers as he made his way to the checkpoint. Esma resisted arrested when he was approached by deputies and TSA officials, but wasn't taken into custody. He was later booked into jail on charges including battery on law enforcement, officer resisting arrest with violence, disorderly conduct, disorderly intoxication, and guess what? Indecent exposure. They later had to drop indecent exposure for lack of evidence. Guess no one could catch that. Esma appeared in court Tuesday where he was granted a $3,500 bond. He was also told to undergo a mental health screening and stay away from alcohol in the airport. They're infringing on his right to travel.
Was he looking for an airplane without a licensed pilot?
I guess not. He didn't have his license. He was naked.
No, the pilot. Was he looking for a plane without a licensed pilot? Since he was sovereign. Never mind.
Well, he can't go to the airport, so therefore he can't travel.
What was up with him? What was up with him? Why was he naked?
Well, he was ordered not to drink alcohol, right? So he was probably drunk. One of those people who gets nervous about flying got drunk, so drunk that he decided it'd be a good idea to run through the terminal naked. All right. Well, today's St. Patrick's Day. There's probably going to be a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, need some scotch.
I don't get it.
Thank you, Saki, for coming on and reading this story.
Any more stories?
Oh, I only had one prepared.
Oh, okay. Well, they're interesting. So I'm like, what? Do we got any more? Yeah.
Oh no, you only had one prepared, and that one was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was very
And I guess y'all missed the part. The indecent exposure was dropped due to lack of evidence.
lack of evidence. I know I heard that. I just forgot for a moment. Yeah. I was like, what? Lack of evidence. He had no clothes on.
Yes, but what could be? Well, never mind. I'm trying to keep PG.
I guess they didn't deem it indecent.
What might
But I
be
don't see.
lacking for a male to be considered indecent?
Maybe lacking evidence meant that. Never mind. You got me, Hez. You got me. Keeping it PG for you, Doc. Keeping it PG.
Yeah, I keep it PG.
Yeah.
I keep it PG.
Parental guidance is suggested, but not required.
Well, is Will ever going to come back? We're going to let him do his little thing, but
I don't know. How long was his cigarette?
I don't know. Do you think his girlfriend came over and he said something about guineas again or something?
But why would he
You
keep
hanging
her
out with your
outside?
buddies on YouTube again?
Why would he
You
keep
may
her
have him outside singing "You Are My Sunshine."
Oh goodness!
Said he'd be going outside for 3 minutes. Like he had that down, like he was timing an egg. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well, that's been a long 3
Need
minutes.
him? You don't need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We were
don't
doing fine
need
without him.
Yeah. I mean, we played a 2-minute song where everybody was dancing and David was singing.
Now he's showing Flyers' 8th grade graduation picture.
Well, I think we should all congratulate Long Island Audit on that. He finally graduated the 8th grade, so you know.
He's wearing his kindergarten graduation shirt. Look at that; it still fits.
That crew. That crew.
His mom probably made him wear that same shirt every year.
Yep, he's probably wearing that same hat too.
Yep.
Of course, he just graduated the 8th grade last week. So.
Yeah.
I was worse than Glenn Stereo.
But my curiosity is up on this picture. Who was he taking picture with and why?
I never could figure that out.
That group of guys, yeah.
I have no idea what the context of that picture was. It looks like they're outside some sort of government building.
They look
He
like
made an
the
announcement on his
neighborhood's
channel that he was
sex
going to
offender
do an
list.
audit at a place, and those are his fans that showed up to support him.
Oh, they look like the neighborhood SO list.
Right?
Especially the guy standing next to him.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's all the seventh graders.
They're wearing black socks with shorts. Sorry,
Wearing
I
black
just
socks with shorts.
don't do that. Don't do that. If you do that, don't do that. Don't do that. White socks with shorts, not black. Sorry.
Well, at least the guy with the flip flops on isn't wearing socks at all.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, that's
Or the
something.
guy with sandals. Yeah, they're not wearing socks. That's good.
How can anybody support that guy? That one just evades me completely.
I mean, I have to say, I agree with the assessment that he would make a good used car salesman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Make a good
Unless-
used phone salesman too, probably.
Yeah, because takes
Too
a
bad he
certain
never used his
personality.
brain, or he could have a used brain salesman.
Takes a
I
certain
mean,
personality.
at least you know he's got a skill when he has to finally end this fraud thing career, and you know that's going to come sooner or later.
That's true.
Yeah, and I will give him a little bit of credit on something. At least he's smart enough to invest his money that he does earn. He obviously is preparing for the future. He knows that what he's doing right now is not
Ain't
going
gonna
to last.
last. Yeah, you're right.
I will say this. Like, obviously, I always call these guys idiots and this and that, but I've never accused Long Island Audit of actually being stupid.
Oh, he's not. He's very
Oh,
intelligent.
not at
That's
all.
part of the
No,
problem.
not at all. He's not stupid. Do we think what he's doing is idiotic? Yes, we do. But at the end of the day, no, he's a smart guy in how he's operating his business.
And
Probably
that's
what-
what it is a business. It's not
Yeah.
not activism. It's not anything else. He's in it to make money.
right, exactly. And yeah, all these other guys, just probably a couple others, we might say they're pretty smart in how they're operating their business, but the rest of them, no, not at all, not at all. I mean, I think about Lucky Laptops and go, oh my god, where did this how many brain
Individual.
cells does this guy have working? Or Sloop, what's that guy's name? Snoop Dogg, El Dope Dog.
El Dope Dog, yeah.
Yeah, that dude needs some help.
Well, he's very aptly named.
Yeah,
Oh, dopey
and
dog.
and I was just gonna say it's a matter of time, babe, before Georgia Transparency is gonna wind up behind bars.
Oh
Which is that-
man.
Yeah,
Well, and a
Nice.
lot of them are just crooks. I mean, let's face it. A lot of them are just. I don't know. I mean, look, JC News now is boy, that guy Jimmy's going to have fun in prison.
The
Yeah,
stuff
it's-
these guys do when their cameras are not, the cameras are never on them. You know what I mean? So the stuff they're doing to get a reaction out of people is sometimes very disgusting.
Yes, I think that one, that one clip that Dr. Dave has at the beginning of his intro, where Gutterman's saying, "But you're gonna make me sleep. They're gonna make me sleep in jail. Where do I put my feet?" That one. I think it's very revealing. That's what they act like when they're not on camera. Because I'm pretty sure he didn't realize he was on camera when he was doing that.
yes. Come on, Gutterman, you're the one who put yourself in that situation. Why are you gonna whine about it now?
Yeah, I mean, how many people did
You
you
were
have
told?
arrested that had to sleep away from their families?
How many
And-
businesses has he destroyed? I mean,
Right.
that guy's just a punk. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, like, when they're filming people and their cameras are focused on someone and they're trying to get a reaction out of them, the things that they'll do behind the camera where we can't see is downright disgusting, and they should be arrested just for what they're doing.
And I don't have any personal animosity towards most of these people, but him, I do. I mean, he is very clearly out to He doesn't care who he destroys to get ahead, to make money.
Most of them don't.
I think some of them are mentally not there enough where they don't realize they're hurting people sometimes. And I really think some of these guys believe it, at least for a while. But I mean, but the ones that are smart enough, I mean, look, Gutterman's not stupid. I'll give him that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing I'll give him. But I mean, he doesn't care. He just doesn't care about anybody or anything except him and his family or him. I mean, how many people train their children to do that sort of thing?
Right. Yes. But the bad thing is that poor kid. At some point, he's going to find out that he does not have any real job skills, and it may be too late in life for him to get where he needs
To correct it. Yeah, no kidding.
Gutterman wants to live the life that he's living.
Hey, he's back in chat anyway.
Oh yeah, I see how he is. He's ignoring us.
And he said, "E."
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right.
And he's made a request and didn't run away, and now
It's probably code for some kind of egg roll.
you know what? You know what? I know what I'm going to do. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. We'll get him back up here very quickly.
Probably stands for like everything egg roll. Please bring me everything egg rolls. Sorry.
No, don't apologize for that. It's just now I want that.
Yeah, I know.
Everything egg rolls. Is there such a thing as everything egg rolls?
Yep. I get it. Oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for.
My mom's yelling at me. She's like, "What do you mean egg rolls? I just made dinner." I'm like, I'm not talking to you.
So what'd she make? What's for dinner?
Chicken.
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 What kind of chicken?
The whole chicken.
What kind of chicken?
Turkey.
Turkey chicken? Okay.
Oh, what recipe of chicken did she make?
Pheasant. Pheasant under glass.
You know what?
No, she just put it in the crock pot and put salt and pepper on it and cooked it all day. That's all.
Oh. So that would be broiled chicken.
Yes.
That would be bland chicken.
That would be bland chicken. Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, hey, you know what?
Depends on what you put in the crock pot with it.
Linda Hay?
What?
Who?
Who's Linda Hayes?
Can she cook?
You just said, we just asked you, what did she put in the crock pot with it? You said Linda Hayes.
Who? Linda Hay.
Is there some sort of cannibalism going on here we need to know about?
Salt and pepper.
Well, there is actually some cannibalism going on in.
That's it? Just salt and pepper.
Well, we didn't have any cat meat, so.
Oh, you disgusting.
Well, he's in Florida. Maybe they do frogs and alligators.
Yeah. What did you put in it? Everyone's asking now. None of your business.
Oh, tell her I was asking.
They wanted to know.
Oh, wait.
Well, for you, that's okay. Broth.
Broth? Okay.
Wait. Hang on one second. Hang on 1 second. Hang on. I'm going to step away for a moment. I need to look at something.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
All right. There she is. It's Batty's husband. She had a seizure earlier. She's sleeping, but still in the ER.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's not good.
No, it's not. Is she gonna be okay? Are they gonna probably keep her in the hospital then?
They gonna keep her overnight or let her go home?
Yeah, maybe to monitor her, I would think. I don't know.
She's
Wow,
still
that's
sleeping.
not
Probably keep her.
good. Yeah, that's not good. Poor
That
thing.
ain't good at all. I'm sorry. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son has epilepsy.
Oh shit. It's
He
probably
once
not
had a
good.
seizure that lasted like almost half an hour in the hospital.
Yes.
Really? Well, that's a
Yeah,
good place to
he
have
was
it.
having seizures and having seizures, so we took him to the hospital. And in the hospital, while the doctors were watching him, he was seizing for so long. My ex, she passed out just watching him seize because we couldn't. And the doctors are like, "No, just let it ride." And we're just like, "It looks like he's freaking dying at that point," you know?
Unfortunately for epilepsy, that's about all they can do is monitor it and make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Right.
I have a couple of students at the campus I teach at that have seizure problems, and one of them had a major seizure in the bathroom the other day, and it was pretty bad.
Okay. I'm not sure what, but you made me promise to tell you. Okay. Well, if you could keep us updated, if you have somebody's email or phone number, that would be awesome.
Let
I
us
know
know
you're probably worried about her, want to be with her, but if you have a minute here and there, just let us know what's going on if you could, okay?
and if there's anything we can do from our
Yeah.
end, let us know.
Yeah, please. Don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, tell her we're thinking about her and that we love her, okay?
Absolutely.
Appreciate you coming in and telling us.
Yeah, thanks. That's terrible. Okay.
Yeah, that's terrible. She's gonna be all right, though. I'm sure that, you know. It's scary, though. Scary, scary when you're going through something like that, All right.
I'm sorry about that, but I did want to make sure I saw that message and jumped over to say something to them in a private chat, and also want to make sure no individual knew, because she's very part of a community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
They know how to get a hold of you, right, Doc? Like,
yes, they know how to
okay.
get a hold of me.
Okay.
They know how to get a hold of me, and that's kind of why I stepped away when I saw that. I was getting ready. I was hoping that was. I saw her name, and I was thinking it was going to be something. I left the ER or something along those lines. And until actually started seeing the details of the message, I had to step away for a moment. So and wish uh, let someone know elsewhere, next door, if you will, and send words over to the family. Uh, Let them know we do support her. I hate that this is going on for her.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
bad.
yes. I don't. There's some things I know that I don't know think I'm at liberty of talking about, but uh, but let's keep her in our prayers and well wishes, and I'm I'm sure her husband will let us know, and I will share in the community post when I get more information on
Okay.
what's going on.
Thank you.
Everyone, uh, yeah, seizures are not good. I don't know if this is her first seizure or not. Uh, Thankfully, she was in a hospital when it happened. Uh, and I'm gonna get on the soapbox on this one. I'm a I'm was a former EMT, Army medic, and up to a couple years ago, I taught first aid CPR for American Red Cross. I'm going everyone, if you get the opportunity, if your community offers a CPR course, first aid course, it's strong, strong, good idea to take it. American Red Cross offers a very good layperson program. It's designed to teach basic first aid, but things like what to do during a seizure. One of the most common uh, misconceptions out there is put a spoon in the person's mouth when they're seizing. That is a major no-no now. It used to be true. It used to be true. That is not being taught. That has not been taught for, I would almost say, 20 years now. No, you don't put anything in their mouth. The only thing you can do during a seizure is keep the clear the area of any furniture to prevent injury. Call 911, especially if you don't know if this is their first seizure or not. If it's their first seizure, you definitely want to call 911. If this is a person that has chronic seizures, not as much. I'm going to tell you honestly, if I see a complete stranger seizing, I'm calling 911. You want to monitor their airway breathing, and when they stop seizing, you want to put them in a position of recovery. And
Which is on their
then,
side, right?
yes, that's on their side, legs up on their legs up, kind of like knees
Fetal
up a little
position,
bit.
like fetal
Yeah,
position almost,
fetal
right?
position is a good way of putting it. Yes.
Yeah.
This is done just in case they aspirate, so they don't choke on their own vomit.
Is one side better than the other, or just on their side in general? It doesn't matter.
Just on their side in general.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, if you haven't ever taken CPR or if it's been a long time, I encourage you to go sign up and take
Yeah, because a
CPR.
lot of the things we were trained 20, 30 years ago about treating seizures has totally changed. You're right.
It has changed. Even this CPR has changed. Used to you would do 15 compressions. Was it 15? Oh gosh, it's so long. Like 15 compressions and two breaths. Now it's 15 compressions, one breath. It's been a while. It's changed, and it's been changed, and they've included the AED function of CPR training. AEDs is a great machine. It it does what a paramedic would do with the defibrillator. Uh, Early CPR, early defibrillation, early transport is the best way to save someone who goes in cardiac arrest.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The technology has picked up so much. After I had all my adventures with my heart a couple of years ago, I've got a built-in defibrillator now that I can feel in my chest here. And anytime, if anything were to happen, which it probably won't, but you never know, it will automatically defib.
Right. Yes.
It's not a pacemaker.
Yes.
I mean, it's a backup pacemaker sort of, but its main
Right.
goal is to shock the heart back into going.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
It's
Will.
amazing how that technology has grown over the years.
Yeah, it is. Will's back.
Yes,
Yeah,
Will's
I'm
back.
I'm just
All right.
seeing the comments. I didn't know she had a seizure.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah. Apparently she just had a seizure. She went to the hospital this morning with a migraine and violently vomiting.
Oh,
And yes, and truthfully, like I said a moment ago, I saw her pop up on the screen, and I thought it's gonna be like good news. I'm going home. Doc says I'll be okay now. And I was getting ready to say something about it until I actually read the details,
right.
and I had to jump off for a moment.
Yeah,
So,
it's tough.
but uh, Davon, welcome, sir. I wish you came in a little bit earlier because I'm getting ready to wrap things up for a little bit, and because I want to get a little bit of dinner before Wheels 7 p.m. Eastern Standard
Before the
Time.
belly button, the butt crack show.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
That's on at what time?
An hour and some change.
Hour and change. Okay, cool. I will be there because I don't want to be square.
Hey, Johan, there's no reason to be sorry. Family in real life always comes first.
Always, definitely. As I said before, unless the family tells me not to say anything, I will keep everyone update with Batty
Thank you.
through community posts, and
Okay.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that will do the same.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm not going to exit out with the music like we originally planned, Ray.
Okay.
So let's just wish everyone good afternoon. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next week.
See
Take
you
care.
next week.
Okay,
Thanks
see you
for
guys
having
later.
us.
Take it easy, Joe.
Yeah.
And I hope he's
Bye,
okay.
everyone.
Bye.
See y'all in a little while.
Bye.
Take care.
No, Johan, you're not letting anyone down. Don't worry.